Hey everyone, welcome to NEURS TV. My name is Abel Prieto. I'm the Communications Director here at NEURS.com. And I just want to let you guys know that we have a great message for you guys today. Before we go into the message, I'd like to go to a pre-recorded message from our CEO, Frank Codina. There's just so many incredible things going on NEURS.com right now that Frank's involved with personally. And he's so busy with what's going on in March and going into April that he wasn't able to join us live on set. But he does have an important message that he wanted us to share with you. So I want to take a moment and go to that message now.
Hey guys, these are exciting times. NEURS.com is on the move and we're getting ready to do something great. Let me give you a quick update on where we are and what we're doing. We're working on both sides of the platform. Just recently on the upgrade process, we've added the possibility of paying with PayPal, which we didn't have at the beginning. So now that's activated and that's going very smoothly. We've also increased the number of times you can use a credit card on the upgrade process to 5 times any one card. It used to be a max limit of 2, and we heard from a lot of you that you needed to help some of your affiliates get through the process, and now that limit has been increased to 5, so one card could be used 5 different times, okay? We've also are now exploring the possibility and actually are doing some beta tests of allowing people to pay even through Western Union. We've had a lot of international people call in. We're being bombarded with phone calls for people saying, hey, I don't want to miss this, but I don't have a card. I don't have access to, to be able to PayPal or transfer the money. What can we do? We're looking into Western Union, and by Monday, we'll make a quick announcement on how you could do that. And as long as you choose to upgrade, we're going to get you through. Don't you worry about that. Between now and the 31st, or even 24 hours after the 31st, we'll get everyone that chose to upgrade. We'll get them through the process. We've also made some incredible improvements to the Reach process. I don't know if you saw that, but on the Reach platform, when you actually click on Reach, okay, your numbers now download really, really fast. We actually made some real-time improvements that now every user, no matter how big your reach is, okay, you can check it as many times as you want, is the numbers are live. That's a huge improvement from where we were, okay? And now when you check on your invitees, when you check on your directs and look at their reach numbers, it downloads really quick, it's there. So we're making a lot of improvements on both sides of the app, okay? We're working through a lot of different issues, and right now, we are busy like you cannot believe. In fact, one of the busiest things we're doing right now is that a lot of folks decided to choose basic, okay, either by mistake because they were not informed. That's what we're getting a lot of feedback right now, is that they were not fully informed, they didn't watch the videos, they didn't understand. And then we sent out a few emails about it, and of course they all responded back, literally thousands of them, saying, hey, I made a mistake. I didn't want to be basic. I wanted to be partner. I want to be pro. So we're making now all those updates, resetting all those accounts for all those people individually. So if you have anyone in that situation that doesn't know about this, let them know that we are able to reset them and let them move on to partner or pro on the system. So that's a great thing, okay? Another thing I want to mention is keep reaching. A lot of people have asked us, hey, now that we no longer can reach, we can no longer, invite people, we're waiting for all these upgrades. And I'm like, what? No, you got to keep reaching. This is what this is about. This is about reaching out to the community, about growing our community. We've never stopped that. And in fact, our reach keeps growing, and your reach should keep growing if your message is consistent to those that you've invited and to those that they've invited. So make sure that everyone on the team understands we're going to continue the reach process. It's never going to end. This is how we build a global community, and that needs to continue, okay? So again, we're busy on both sides of the app, but right now it's a 72-hour blitz. We're in that 72-hour moment when we got to get through this upgrade process for all of our current affiliates of records, make sure we move them all up to the next level. So that 72 hours is very important. It ends on March 31st. And so now you got to do everything you can in your power. You got to go through every step, every email, every text, every phone call to make sure that every one of your affiliates, okay, chooses to upgrade and move up to the next level, okay? Now, behind the scenes, we are working really hard on the April launch, okay? The April launch is the big one. It's the final one, really. Well, we never stop launching things, but is the major launch in our system. So the April launch is going to be excited. I can't wait to put the app in your hands. I cannot wait to get the network flowing. I mean, one of my biggest frustrations is that we have this great app, we have this great system. What we really marketed ourselves to this point to do, we haven't done yet. And that's my biggest frustration. I know it's a lot of frustration for a lot of people that say, hey, when can we get there? And we're almost there. Wait till you see the site. Wait till you see the pages. Wait till you see the iPhone app. In fact, get ready because I'm about to do a full live demo coming up on April the 2nd. So on April 2nd, we're getting ready to announce all the new incentives for April that no one knows about yet. There's some exciting announcements that we'll make about April. There's some incentives. There's some things that we're going to be doing that are different than what you've heard before. We've actually taken a lot of things that we were doing. We heard the feedback, and we're simplifying things. We're making things more streamlined for our next level of upgrade. And I'm telling you, your feedback has been great, and we appreciate it, okay? So now we're getting ready to do incentives. We're getting ready to demo the site on April 2nd. By the way, April 2nd, it's going to be a video broadcast that we'll put directly on the blog. We won't do it live. We won't do it through NEURS TV. It'll just go right to the blog, and you'll be able to watch it. You'll be able to send, obviously, links about it to all of your teammates all around the world so they can watch it, so they can learn what the big one is. The big one is coming in April, and that's the big launch, the big announcement, the big, basically, rollout of our real website, the real user experience for NEURS.com. And that's really what we're going to grow with the membership accounts, with all the new affiliates. And as always, we're going to continue to reach and continue to build the platform out, okay? So again, this Wednesday, April the 2nd, look for that announcement and watch that video ASAP. It's going to be very key. Again, we're going to show the iPhone. We're going to show the actual application. We're going to show you the new pages that are going to come on, the public pages that I'm absolutely in love with. Again, we're all working very hard behind the scenes. You have no idea all the people, all the systems that are going now for this April launch, okay? So that being said, we're going to basically make a big announcement right now. Here's a big announcement of the day, which is compression, okay? I understand. We told everyone that basically affiliates of records as of the 16th, okay, of March. We say, look, by March 31st, you must decide if you're going to be either a basic, if you're going to be a pro, or if you're going to be a partner. You got to decide to be one of those three things, right? If you're not, that's fine. We just interpret by that you want to be a customer with us. And as a customer, you're going to be able to upgrade your account come April, whenever we launch the actual user account, okay? So we understand that. But now compression happens April 2nd. This is what this means, okay? Let's say that you are a partner and then you referred somebody who is not a partner. In fact, they chose not to be an affiliate of any type, not even basic, okay? But they referred somebody, and by the way, there's a lot. There's literally thousands of people in this situation right now, and they referred a person that's partner, or they referred somebody that's a pro, etc. Maybe there's even 2 or 3 people that are nothing, that are not even basic, in between you and the next level down, which is a partner or pro. What we're going to do is we're going to take, if they choose basic, they remain on the structure, right, on the referral structure. But if they choose nothing by March 31st, if they do not take action, then we're going to basically compress that person. In other words, we're going to take that person that did upgrade, that's below you, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. We're going to bring them back up to the highest level possible, to the next person that did upgrade, even if it's basic, if it's pro, if it's partner. This is a really important announcement, because that's going to get a lot of you who might have right now 3 or 4 or 5 upgraded direct partners. You may just get 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or 15. Who knows, right? How many you can get. Some of you may not get any, but some of you may get a lot, okay? Again, we're moving people up that chose to upgrade basics, pros, and partners to the next level of basic, pro, and partner, if that makes any sense. We're not going to leave in between anyone who didn't upgrade. Now, everyone else who chose not to upgrade will remain with their invitees of those that did not upgrade as well, obviously, right? So if you chose not to upgrade to any level, and then you have people below you that chose not to upgrade to any level, they remain on your invitees list, okay, and they continue on for the next round in April. They will continue there. They don't leave you, okay? The ones that do move up are the ones that did choose to go basic, pro, or partner, and they move up to the next person that did choose to go basic, pro, or partner. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, please, again, send us the questions, but I think it should be pretty clear. That's a big announcement, one final announcement that I wanted to make. And again, we're excited about the progression. We're excited about the upgrade process. I mean, thousands of you have done it already, and thousands of you are doing it now on a daily basis to wind up this campaign. But it doesn't end here. It only begins here. Now is the time for you to step up, call all your affiliates and say, hey, this is not the end. This is the beginning. We're now moving on to the real upgrade process, which is the membership accounts, which starts in April. Can't wait for you to see that. Can't wait for you to watch the April 2nd broadcast. And let's go get them. Let's make it happen, guys.
Welcome back, everyone. I want to take a moment and just tell you that my message today is going to be very clear. As you can see, I've got no PowerPoint presentations, nothing like that. I have some notes to kind of keep me on track, just to make sure that I get my thoughts across the right way. But I want to talk to you guys from my heart. I truly believe that there are certain things that you can do, what I like to call the intangibles, things that you can't really touch or feel. Actually, things you can't touch, you can feel. That if you apply them to your reach, to your NEURS business, it could really make your business explode. I want to talk to you today about 3 major points. Number 1, the importance of communication and duplication. Number 2, learning to love what you do. And number 3, the importance of understanding the moment that we're in and what NEURS is really here to do starting in April. So let's get started. Let's start with point number 1, communication and duplication. Let me give you an example. So you've upgraded, right? I want to make that assumption. You've upgraded your account. My next question to you is, are you making sure that your people have upgraded? Are you communicating that? Have you messaged them? Have you texted them? Have you located them on Facebook? Have you emailed them? Have you called them? Have you met with them in person? You see, you got to see what form of communication your person uses the most or is most comfortable with, and make sure that you use that form of communication to communicate with them. So if you've clearly communicated to your people, then you got to make sure that the next step is for them to know that they're supposed to do the same. So one thing that I see a lot of people make, a mistake that some people make when it comes to their reach, is they're good at understanding and telling people what to do, but the next step is to make sure that they understand, those people, that they're supposed to do the same thing, and that's where duplication comes in. I'll tell you this, I'm not an expert on many things. I can probably write a book this thick on the things I don't know, but I know people. I know communications. And it doesn't matter where you are. I don't care if you're in Germany, if you're in Spain, if you're in the USA, in Canada, in Mexico, wherever you are, even if you're in Isle of Man. I recently found out that Isle of Man is a country. It's in my reach. I have someone there. I have a guy there. Your people want certain things. Everyone wants certain things. What are those things? People want to know you care. People want to know you're there for them. And people need to know and want to know that it's more than the money. It's more than just the money. And if you can do that, it's game over. If you can do that, if you can clearly communicate those feelings, those emotions to your reach, it's game over. Let me give you an example. My reach right now, I'm going to talk to you personally, I'm at about 80 people in my first tier. I've invited about 100 people, 80 accepted. Yet my reach is approaching 10,000 people. Now, why is that? And by the way, I'm ashamed of the 80 people. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm ashamed of the fact that I only have 80 people. I wish I had more. There's only so much I can do, and I will be reaching to more people because I have more people. But how did that happen? How is it that it's approaching 10,000? I just told you. I just told you why. Don't miss it. Point number 2, learn to love what you do. Love what you do. And not only love what you do, choose to love what you do. And it's funny because I learned that from Frank. Frank Odina, our CEO, he's not only my CEO, your CEO, he's not only a business partner, but he's a dear friend of mine. We've known each other now for about 19 years. And he sat me down once and he said, Abel, it's not only about loving what you do, it's about choosing to love what you do. See, it's choosing to love what you do when you don't feel like loving what you do. You know, if we're going to talk about the reach, you might, compare it to maybe when people aren't reaching, when people aren't accepting your invitation, when people just aren't listening to you. Those moments when you're attempting to, when you're growing your NEURS reach, where things seem to not be going right, if you choose to love what you do and inject love and a decision into that, you're unstoppable. That's the key point. So number 1, communication and duplication. Number 2, choose to love what you do. Number 3, I'd like to kind of end this broadcast with a little story I'd like to tell you about, which really brings point number 3, which is understanding the moment we're in and what NEURS is really here to do. It kind of brings it into light. And I'll tell you a story about, I'd like to introduce you to Dubiel Roman. I call him Doobie, all right? It's pretty funny, but that's what we call him. Dubiel Roman is my best friend. We grew up together. I've known him since we were 5 years old. We went to elementary school together, middle school, and then high school. And he's a great guy. He's a great guy. So let me take you to this morning. I wake up 6:30 in the morning. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I went to sleep at around 3:30, which, by the way, I got a haircut at 1 a.m. last night. Don't even ask me how I was able to pull that off. But I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I realize I hadn't eaten yesterday. I actually just had crackers. So I wake up and I'm super hungry. The phone rings. It's my friend Doobie. And he's like, hey, Abel, let's go have breakfast. My reaction? You're crazy. Not happening. I'm busy. I got to go to the office. I got this thing I got to do. So he says, no, 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 no. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll grab breakfast. I'll bring it over. 15 minutes later, Doobie comes in the house, and he's got breakfast. He's got Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. I love Dunkin' Donuts. I love coffee. We eat. 10 minutes later, he says, Abel, I have these ideas in my mind. And he says, you know, he introduces me to this concept. All right, you see where I'm heading here. He's got this concept, these two ideas, inventions, call it what you want. One is in the area of advertising. It's great. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to screw it up for him, right? And the other one is in the area of, it's a device that you can put in your bathroom. And I'm not going to tell you what the device does, but it's amazing. And Doobie's just one of those people. You know, he always comes up with great ideas. My whole life, he's an innovator. He's a thinker. He's creative. He wants to change the world. Doobie is a good person. But although he has a concept, he's missing two very, very important pieces of the puzzle. He's missing the right connections, and he's missing the capital. You see, you guys know Dubiel Romans in your life. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you have friends or family members. Do you understand how many Dubiel Romans there are in the world? No matter what country you're in. People who have ideas. And by the way, some of them are small ideas, like a device in the bathroom. But some of them could be huge ideas. Some of them can be life-changing ideas. And we never find out about them. You know why? Because they don't have connections and they don't have capital. If those people had the right connections, the right people around them, helping them flourish their idea, and then we added capital, a platform where they can locate the capital if it's necessary, be it an angel investor, an equity, private equity firm, or a bank, or a lender, or someone looking to invest, those ideas would come to flourish. We would know those ideas. Do you understand the difference we can make? Do you understand the difference you can make in your community if you help people do that? Welcome to NEURS.com. That's what we do. That's one of the things that we do. That's part of our platform. Do you understand the difference you can make in the economy? Do you understand the difference we can make in society, in the world? Do you understand the impact we can have? See, when that's the way you view NEURS.com, it's different for you. See, now you're viewing it the way I view it. And that's what we're going to do. That's what NEURS.com is here to do. My question to you is, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you understand that? Do you internalize that concept? See, because when you do that, this isn't just some affiliate thing you're doing to make some money. If that's the way you kind of treat it, this is just an affiliate thing I'm doing to make some money, chances are your reach is not going to grow. But if you can duplicate that feeling, that emotion in your first tier, and make sure that you duplicate that in their, or they duplicate that in their second tier, because you're communicating with them, you're aware of duplication, you're loving what you do, then you can change the world. Because if you do, your reach will grow, your NEURS business will flourish, you will change the world. We'll change the world together. So I encourage you to take advantage of the NEURS opportunity, guys. No, this has never been done before. NEURS.com is about to do something that's never been done. And if with your help, we're going to be able to do it together. Thank you so much for watching NEURS TV today. Again, my name is Abel Prieto, Communications Director, and we're here to help. We'll see you soon.